Here we go. Team Liquid on the CT side, NRG on the T side. Quite a bit of utility here available to Stanislaw and Ethan. We'll see what they have prepared.
Yeah, here's some of what I was talking about, with Ethan taking slightly more of a backseat, buying up the nades for his team. A couple of them used early in towards the door. Nitro's got himself the CZ. No defuse kit on the Liquid side. Something to keep in mind. If NRG maybe get that bomb down quickly towards the B site, that could be a problem.
Well, Stewie under pressure towards ramp. He's not really doing all that much just yet, just desperately looking for a headshot. Eventually, we'll probably have to bait them in towards a Liege, and that's exactly what's going to happen. And a Liege will pick up the first kill for Team Liquid.
Good start for Liquid. Taric removed from the round. Twists holding alongside Nitro. NRG might not expect this player to be playing so close with the CZ. That's something that absolutely could catch them out. And there it is. Nitro only good for one kill. Cirque finds frags. NRG with a flurry of frags as they enter the A site.
Well, Nav starts to tap away. Stanislaw so low. Headshot comes in from Cirque. And we'll all be on to Nav. 1v2 taps away and Cirque will find it. Pistol pickup is there for NRG, even after losing the early man advantage.
Yeah, Stanislaw there getting a couple of flash assists from the back lines. Sets up Cirque to enter the site. Cirque ends it with a quad kill. Great start to the game for him, and he goes straight for the SG off the back of all the money he gained. Full rifles for NRG. That's very rare heading into the second round. You normally see at least 1 or 2 SMGs to try to get the bonus money. That means if Liquid gets a couple of kills, those are some really valuable weapons being lost for NRG. So we've got to keep an eye on that T-side economy, especially if Liquid can put up a fight here with the pistols. Although I suppose with Liquid being such a talented roster across the board, you just don't want to risk giving up anything against them, as Ali spots the head, but decides that's not a fight he wants to take.
Well, Twist will set up on the hut. Cirque has got the Krieg in his hands, and it's a bit of a slower approach from NRG, hoping if aggression comes from Team Liquid, they're ready for it. It's not going to come through just yet. Team Liquid just biding their time, waiting for NRG to come to them, hoping that the chaos they can create in towards the A bomb site is enough to net them some kills. Under a minute left, eventually NRG start their approach. Ethan and Stanislaw taking their time towards outside. On the patient play from Taric. In towards lobby will come through eventually. In towards the A bomb site they go, and that's where Liquid want them to come. That's where they have the best chance of picking up kills. And Nafs and Elise, they've done exactly that. 2 kills, Nitro close by. CZ picks up a frag as well, and Stanislaw's into a 1v2.
So low on health. Gets the SG, gets the smoke at his feet, but I'm not sure that's enough cover. It's not. Stewie strikes from behind, and even with NRG buying full rifles to try to counter the pistols of Liquid, that's the problem of playing against this team. They are always scary, even when they've got weaker weapons, and those crossfires work wonders in and around that A site.
Yeah, that's just horrible for NRG. You win the pistol, that's the hard step. You take it into the right direction, but then Liquid, they just wait for it. And NRG deliver themselves the meat grinder of the pistols. And so here it is, a chance for NRG to try and do the same on towards Liquid. Should be a little bit more difficult on the T side though, but we'll see if they get that opportunity.
They've got 3 smokes if they want to go for this wall of smokes towards outside. That's an option for them to try to close the distance. Liquid holding this one fairly safe. Naf is there with the AUG. Decides to try to rotate in, but there are those 3 smokes in play. NRG have got to make sure they move before these smokes fade, and they start to do so. Good timing there on the push. Naf just put down quite a lot of ammo into the smoke, but NRG walk their way down secret. Naf gets no information. All 5 NRG players down here. Liquid are obviously aware this is an option, but at the same time, I doubt they'll expect all 5 players.
Well, Elite's going to try and hold on. There's 2 kills. Cirque will take him away with the Tech 9, and it is going to be the man advantage here for the CT side. Stewie will set up towards the ramp. Time can start to tick. He'll just hold from the ramp itself, and there's Cirque with a headshot. Stewie able to pick up Cirque in return, and Breezy and Taric are into 2v3, 35 seconds. Eagles there for Breezy, looking for a follow-up. Certainly has a chance here, but Nitro, he's just killed his teammate. Breezy is left into a 1v2 clutch, and Nitro's got that as well. 2-1, but again, very, very close indeed. This is going to be a brawl. And it's Independence Day in America, so they're certainly looking for the win here.
Both teams will be, I am sure. NRG did a pretty solid job at closing the distance there as well, making sure that the two players rotating in from Liquid over towards ramp were both distracted. Breezy gets up close, and then Nitro was forced into the open there. He had to move forwards because he couldn't risk dying off to Breezy, so there was actually a chance for NRG if Taric won that fight. They could have realistically got that round win. Sadly, though, for NRG, it doesn't happen for them, and even worse for them, they're stuck on full Glocks in this one, and Elige can smell the Glock. He wants the kills. Maybe not the best decision, though. The Glocks managed to find Elige at the start of the round. Thankfully, it's only an MP9 loss, though.
Well, you would have expected Liquid to pick this one up cleanly. Still a chance to do so. And so Naf will sit back in credit card. It will be the headshot connected onto Ethan. And since you're 4v4, NRG is starting to relocate. I mean, it's never going to go well here for NRG, but the thing is, they've always got to try and do some damage onto the Team Liquid side. If you can get a couple of weapons out of their hand, force a couple of rebuys into the next one, certainly you can keep that CT economy modest. And while Nitro is going to peek into the open, he will take a little bit of damage on board. And so NRG are doing a good job at sort of just bullying them away with the numbers that they've got in the Glock. But Stewie, he's got aggressive and got quite a bit of control towards lobby. He might, in fact, actually just decide to flank.
Time is ticking. Oh, wow. Naf doesn't connect a shot on the cross there. Taric trying to close the distance. Nitro made noise going down the ladder, but he gets away from danger. And these kills start to come through. Naf drops the bomb. Now NRG just need to die before time. That's the main aim here. Don't run out of money. Flank onto Nitro. Unexpected. They can't get the bomb back, though. 8 seconds left. If Liquid wanted to, they could just leave Taric alive. Oh, Naf just takes the kill. Okay, I think he might have been better served just not fighting there, trying to limit the money. But it's okay. NRG lose the round as we expect.
Certainly a chance there to smash that economy to pieces. But here comes the buy from NRG, and look how many SGs they have in play, Alex. Ethan with an SG, Breezy, Taric, and Cirque follow up, and it's Stanislaw, the only player going away from the fashion trend. He's got himself the AK-47. He's sticking to practicality instead of aesthetics.
Or he's just got his own style, maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's it as well. Well, NRG, we'll see if they can get the SGs going. Trying to reap them some success, and it's Team Liquid. While, yes, they have won quite a few in a row, they haven't looked that convincing. You know, there has been times where NRG have brought it pretty close and made it pretty scary. And because of that, look, there isn't a whole lot of utility still left here on the CT side. So, good chance for NRG.
Yeah, especially so early in the round. Only 30 seconds gone, and Liquid have used quite a few of those nades. 3 players on the A site itself, but the same outside smokes come through for NRG. Elige in a nice angle here, trying to get this going. Molotov might force him away. No, it lands in the smoke, but Elige is spotted. Those SGs come into play, and NRG get a clean 2-man advantage. Feels like Liquid need to take a risk here, really, to get back in this round. Yeah. Otherwise, you have to think NRG would just trade this one out successfully.
They've only got 2 flashbangs left as well, but here comes the push. It has to be a big hold here from Twist. He needs at least 2. There's the first. He will fall after that. And Stewie can't really do too much from heaven, so it's all on Nitro. NRG will get themselves a second on the board. And again, Alex, the early signs of a close and competitive game. And I think that's going to be a common factor throughout Cologne. It definitely has been. Across both streams the past couple of days, we've been treated with some amazing Counter-Strike games. The last one was incredible. This one certainly looking like it could be. And Nitro will carry that M4A4 into the next one. So 3-2.
Captain America successfully saving.
That is a really sick sponsor deal, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It was a cool photo shoot as well. Imagine that. Which Avenger would you be? I'd probably have to be Hawkeye, considering I'm called Hawker. I don't want to be Hawkeye, but I'm stuck with it.
That would make sense.
He's also kind of useless. Yeah, exactly.
There we go. If the shoe fits. Right, we'll get into this one. It is going to be NRG. The Kriegs up with the AK-47s alongside Cirque on the AWP. Now this one should be NRG, evening the scoreline.
That's what you would expect. Nitro has been in great form in this particular tournament so far, though. He's actually the second highest rated player for Liquid. Tarek is just rushing forwards, though. This is ridiculous, running all the way into outside, and Naf is clueless as to his position. Damage done. Stewie caught out. He might be a bit annoyed at that one. Naf actually gets one there with the USP, but surely nothing else. Tarek's kind of isolated there. Might need to be a bit careful.
Ooh. Well, Nitro is the only player here on Liquid with a weapon worth talking about, and he has got himself a kill. Leash will pick up one as well, but still, the advantage is with Liquid.
Yeah, Tarek's aggression doesn't really pay off for him. Rifle recovered by Elige. Because there was no one close by, the SG is into his hands. Elige doesn't have armor, which is a slight shame, and Elige trying to hold. Damage done through the wall. Orp is in on this angle.
Cirque is looking for it. Oh! Nitro with a headshot on a Standards Law. It's all on Cirque. 1v3 is needed. And at the start of this, I said NRG should pick this one up. They should have, but it's not looking likely at this point as Cirque starts to make his way towards CT. He knows Elige is here, but Elige is trying to play in the off-angle. Twist will peek up, and unfortunately cannot pick that up, so Elige might just fall. And a nice attempt from Cirque, but it's the pick coming in from Elige, and it's 4-2. Liquid again winning off a low buy, and if you're NRG, you're going up against the best team in the world. You can't afford to lose those rounds.
Yeah, I feel like that was just a little too disjointed from NRG. I almost wonder if that's a round where Tarek just took matters into his own hands and tried to make a play by himself. It doesn't feel like that was necessarily the call at the start of the round because the teammates weren't really there to back him up. And it leads to a slightly weakened bye to NRG into the next round. Obviously, with this new in-game leader, it's going to take time for NRG to work on that team play, to work on that chemistry. Stewie holding this one down with Bior. Misses the first shot. Definitely could have landed that one. And now Cirque is posted up on the angle. So Stewie has to play it safe. A slightly safer angle taken by him. Still a fair amount of nades left for NRG. We've seen those outside smokes come through in quite a few of these rounds. They have 3 smokes left, and the exact same will come through again. Liquid have been fairly content giving up the outside control, though, and okay, that smoke a little delay, but it eventually lands. Information taken away from Liquid. We're not seeing too much aggression from NRG off the back of it, though. Those outside smokes used as a fake, and it's Stewie who has to hold.
Well, Stewie actually decides to fall away and give the task to Naf. And, well, Naf will be Molotov'd away. And so NRG are going to eventually leave the control room and bring themselves back over towards the A-bomb site. They might try and challenge here, but Twist is on the spot in a position that's so difficult to get rid of. Nitro will assist him, but there's the first headshot. Grip trade by Tarek, but it has to be a step up, and Twist won't get anything. Cirque able to step up as well, and it's looking good for NRG. Cirque with 2. Only Stewie remaining, and the bomb plan has gone down. So, with Team Liquid failing to win that one, it'll be NRG on 3. And another chance for them to get a few more on this T side going, because Liquid's economy is in a pretty soft position at this point.
That was actually a really nice round from NRG there. They took their time poking and prodding across the map. Outside smokes to make Liquid think about that option. Then they go back towards ramp. They force Stewie away to take away even more info. Naf also mollied off the angle. And then they realize that they can probably split towards A with only a maximum of 2 CTs holding. And having the one man come in from outside leaves Nitro in a really rough position. They managed to take him down thanks to the outside aggression. Those early smokes kind of forced Liquid to play it safe towards outside. Overall, just a really well thought out round and a really well executed round from NRG. Considering this particular lineup with this in-game leader haven't been together for all that long. They were practicing with Stanislaw back at Pro League, though, preparing for this tournament.
Well, Stewie gets the early pick onto Tarek. Man advantage is there for Team Liquid. And yeah, like you were saying, NRG were practicing with Stanislaw at Pro League finals. They brought him over. So they definitely had some time to develop their team. And whilst NRG are taking some control towards the radio room, will be Elige back on the ramp. Molotov will go in and try and keep Cirque at bay. He's just holding, waiting for the peek to come in from the defensive player, but it's going to be Stewie again following up on his early kill. Looking good so far for Liquid, and Elige will be tested. Flash coming in. Naf is in the corner as well to assist him, and they have to expect the second player, but it's Naf in the corner. The kill comes into the Deagle. Elige steps up as well, all on Cirque, and it's not going to happen. Again, it's so back and forth, but Team Liquid, they're just in the lead.
Yeah, they only had 3 full rifles in that round, but they managed to make it work. Some of the pistols even chiming in there. And NRG call for their first timeout here into round number 9. So it looks like with Stanislaw coming into this NRG team, we're seeing a much slower, much safer approach on a lot of these T sides. Daps would sometimes throw in quite a few faster plays, but Stanislaw is definitely more methodical. In terms of the fragging on NRG, it's really all been Cirque so far. We do need to see some of those other players step up. I was mentioning Breezy earlier. He's currently down there with the rest of the players, struggling to have all that much impact. And another player that we were talking about on the Liquid side was Naf. Over on the mainstream yesterday, they were kind of questioning how much impact Naf was able to have. He was somewhat struggling in that series. He's currently at the top of the board for Liquid early into this one. That AWP has been coming into his hands quite a few times. And NRG decide to go for the force spy into this round. They are somewhat limited, but we see these same outside smokes yet again, and Liquid are happy to let them go.
Or are they? Elige sitting back will let them pass. He is not Gandalf after all, and it will be Naf sitting here waiting. Breezy comes in towards them. Naf looking for the follow-up, but it's Cirque that'll take him away. Ooh. Good damage down from the grenades as well onto NRG. And, well, Stanislaw holding the flank, but looks away at the wrong time. And so Elige... Oh, what? Okay. Shoots the corpse. So, the element of surprise no longer there, but Stewie has got himself towards the bottom of the ramp. He'll look for the pick here towards the window, and there it is. Ethan, he will hit the deck. And Tarek, well, he's also available. Looking good for Liquid. Elige still on the flank. Cirque, he has his number, he has an idea at tier, and there's the headshot.
Oh, Stanislaw nails the headshot on towards Stewie. Twists in with one. Bomb plant not happening. Tarek eventually trades into the 1v1. Nitro back to safety, but Tarek is making the play. He might just run back towards A.
Well, he'll go back up towards the top of the vent and back down again. Ring on Rosie, but it's up and down the ladder. And the bomb will come and get planted on the B-bomb site. It has to be the right play for Nitro. It has to be perfect. Only 2 HP. A gust of wind is enough to drop Nitro at this point. And while Tarek, he's got himself a good, solid post plant. And while Nitro, if he lands the headshot, it should be enough. Tarek on 71 HP, just below Nitro. But this angle is going to be so difficult to deal with. Nitro desperately trying to get around the corner. So many angles to check. He'll check the boxes, and the spray comes in, but it's Tarek. Just too quick. Nitro too low. And that will be it. 4 on the board for NRG. They recover well in the B-bomb site. The 2 early picks coming in from Stewie. It looked like Liquid had it in the bag.
Yeah, it was some good work from Stewie at the start of the round, but then NRG smoked him off. They managed to make their way onto the site itself. This is quite an interesting position again. We've seen throughout the day, teams are struggling with the money.
Yep.
NRG, off the back of the round win, have to go with a couple of MAC-10s, but it's obviously Liquid's cash that we look towards as being an even bigger problem. And NRG up the pace against the low buy. Stewie only has a USP on the hold.
Well, unlucky Stewie. No chance you're going to deal with that one. The MAC-10 coming in, looks for the follow-up, but it's Naf who will get that kill. Dropping into the vent is the rest of Team Liquid. As they start to try and trickle back in towards the B-bomb side, the doors will swing wide open. It's Ethan picking up Nitro. Elige will sit towards control room, but it's Twist hitting the deck. It's all on Elige. 1v3. He's got a Mac 10 in his hands. They're looking right at him. They know exactly where he is. He's just desperately looking for taps. They're not coming in just yet, though. He's still alive somehow, and the bomb plant eventually will come through. Stanislaw will be the man to confirm 5 for NRG, and the scoreline is even. Such a back-and-forth game.
Cirque is 16 for 6 now. Just continues to do work, and he's barely even had the AWP.
Yeah.
Now he's got the sniper into his hands. This is where you expect him to do most of his damage. Like you said, though, with this being a back-and-forth game, you've got to think NRG are happy with how this is going right now. They only need one more round on their T side to be in reasonable shape. If they could get more than that, then they would be happy with their first half.
Oh. Well, Cirque actually wanted to back off a little bit.
Ooh.
Perhaps expecting aggression, but it's Stewie. Oh, nice headshot from Tarek, but it's Elige lining them up. The double kill is that. SG into his hands. And obviously Stewie and Tarek, ex-teammates, a little bit of rivalry perhaps there. And it's Tarek who wins the duel this time, but Stewie's teammate Elige able to back him up.
Yeah, that's a smart setup from Liquid because Stewie had been playing aggressive alone towards ramp round after round. NRG just don't expect 2 players to be stacked there because that's not what Liquid normally go for. And Elige takes the AWP into play. 3 frags for him. SG out. Finally, they find him. But Stanislaw takes a ton of damage in the process.
Well, man advantages there for Team Liquid still. Under a minute to play with. Ethan starting to make his way through the ramp room. He might just go towards Hell as well as Stanislaw, making sure he helps him. Flash in. Stanislaw will pick up the AWP, rattles the shot off, going for a wall bang.
He's shooting the trophy. That's what he wants.
He's trying to select it, but Ethan will start to come back on. 30 seconds left. Team Liquid still in the driver's seat at the moment, but NRG will look to try and pull off a Grand Theft Auto and take that car away. And it will be the Molotov heading towards the back of the site, really telegraphing they're about to hit the B-bomb site. They have no other option with 20 seconds left. Liquid should start the rotation as well here. Bomb plant about to come through for Stanislaw. They just punched in. And Team Liquid, surely they're successful in this retake. They have to be. Otherwise, NRG will go into the lead. And it's looking like Stanislaw might just get a kill here. There's Naf falling. Nitro picks up the headshot. It's all on Stanislaw. 13 HP. And he's fully committed to this angle. He's fully committed, but he looks back. There's no idea there for Twist. It's a 1v1 for Stanislaw. And he'll pull it off for quad kill. And the in-game leader of NRG will step up for 6.
Where is Twist looking there? He did not know that Stanislaw was on the right side. Just didn't expect Stan to be standing in the open.
This is unbelievable. Stanislaw just holds the angle towards door, fully commits to it, and then Twist just has no idea what's going on. Stanislaw turns around, and there's the kill. Stanislaw just so easily collecting these last 3 players. And well, we talked about perhaps Daps going out for the fragging ability and bringing Stanislaw in for some more firepower, and obviously that's working out for them. Pulling off clutches like that, brilliant.
That gives NRG such a great chance. Elige, gets the 1 kill eventually. Maybe could have got more if he was a bit quicker with the headshot. At least 1 kill to his name, but it would have been nice if he could have got more there. And like I was just saying, Tarek nearly caught with poor timing, but he manages to turn it around. NRG are already 7-5 up on their T side of Nuke. They don't need to do too much more, but if they could continue this, they would be in great shape. Tarek takes 1 man out. Nitro, the last man left, has given away his position, and he thought he was going to be up against an SG. He was actually up against the AWP of Cirque, who rotated into position. 7-5 in favor of NRG, and this time, not a single AWP for Liquid. No defuse kits either. We've seen Liquid want to run the double AWP setup. Stewie has been having a decent amount of impact with the AWP when he's been playing with it. He's only got 5 kills on the board, but most of those have come through with the sniper. So missing those AWPs could be a big deal for Liquid in this round. Oh, they've missed the nade for the door.
Cirque, he'll just have to open it manually, and because of that, you know, the Molotov is going to do quite a bit of damage onto him. And we talk about the skill on Liquid. Well, Cirque definitely possesses some of that. And so does NRG. Such a skilled roster themselves, and their individuals are going to have to show up if they want to topple the best in the world. And well, they certainly are. Cirque leading the way in the kills here on Nuke.
It was very polite of Cirque to close the door behind him.
He's certainly learned his manners. Cirque is a very nice guy.
Yeah.
Well,
ooh.
interesting, different approach to the wall smokes. So it's Nitro who will take away Tarek. He looks to line them up, but Ethan will drop him. Elige is still here as well, trying to dominate the outside position. He's done that onto Stanislaw. The bomb is on the floor, and Elige might just get another.
Ooh, ducks back into the smoke. Ethan spots Naf behind, but Naf finds the wallbang headshot. Breezy eventually gets 1 kill to his name, but he needs 3 more frags. Twists is the man up close. The bomb quite far away from Breezy here, and even though he has nades, he doesn't want to give away his position, so it's really all about the aim at the start of this one. Time is ticking as well. Breezy's got to start to move towards that bomb.
Good chance for Breezy here to make the clutch happen, but Twist will take his head off, so good job from Liquid. And wow, this game is really starting to heat up. Both rosters definitely being pretty scrappy, but I'd say NRG's individuals are looking more sharp than Liquid. We've seen some pretty strange shots from Elige come in. Twist is on 3 kills.
Yeah, I was about to say, Twist has been a bit quiet.
He has been quiet throughout this tournament, I feel, though, at times. Definitely something where he can, in the big games, can sometimes be a little bit quiet. Obviously, we'll need Twist to show up for Team Liquid. His clutching ability was displayed in the grand final of EPL. Well, Stewie will take away Cirque. Trade is in from Tarek. Back and forth they go again.
Normally, you want your ramp player to just stay alive and stay in position, stay holding that area of the map. The one-for-one trade isn't really beneficial for Liquid, sadly, here. It's nice that Stewie got the opening kill, but now NRG have a bit more map control to work with. Liquid have to be aware of the possible push from ramp. Naf is covering off the B site because of all of that information they've lost. And even if NRG don't push towards ramp, it leaves some of the other areas weaker for Liquid because they're having to focus so heavily on that area. Smoke is denied by the door. Nitro made a noise there jumping, so Breezy heard him up close towards vents. And NRG don't have too many nades left. They're continuing with the slow style of play. Ethan picks up the AWP. And we're starting to see Stanislaw again try to crunch in towards A. Nitro is playing up close at the vents. He could be isolated.
Still feel he should get one though, and that is it. Onto Ethan. Breezy able to take away Nitro, and the rest of the troops starting to come on in. It's Tarek looking for the transfer, but too difficult. And it's Elige, the master of the Krieg, getting it done. 7-7. Last one of the half coming right up. And Team Liquid, well, they seem to have grabbed momentum right at the final few rounds of the first half. If they manage to go into the second with just a 1-run lead, I mean, it's not going to be amazing from them. Certainly a great half already here from NRG. But at least they go into it with the lead. And still, good chance here for NRG to stop that from happening. They could be the ones winning this half. It's up in the air. It's unpredictable. And I'm liking it.
Great impact there from Elige to close out the round, but this is a much faster play. They line up for Twist, finally having some impact, and Breezy is also going to fall.
Well, there it is, and it's 7-half coming in. A Liquid will win by 1, but we're going to go to a short break. We'll see what happens in the next half. two North American teams battling on the 4th of July. It's Liquid winning by 1 here. The best team in the world taking on the new Luke NRG, and they have got 7 rounds on the board. Is this enough for Team Liquid to close out Nuke? We'll have to see as we move into the pistol.
Yeah, I think overall, NRG will be the slightly happier of the two teams, having won 7 rounds on their T side. But we know that Liquid are capable of coming through on towards the T side of Nuke. 2 sets of nades for Liquid. Cirque only buys the molly. I don't know why he doesn't buy the flashbang here. You'd have thought it might be useful to have it at some point, but he's looking to see if he can slow things down. But Liquid look likely to move in towards A. Or maybe down the vents.
Well, it's going to be the vent dive, and Stanislaw, as the angle, takes the headshot onto Leash. So man advantage is there for NRG. But Team Liquid, they're not slowing down. They're going straight in towards the bomb site. Molotov comes in towards the back of it, but not really amounting to too much. It does deny the bomb plant to be planted safely, but the kills come in. Breezy will step in with a frag onto Naf, but it's a 3v3. And the health advantage is there, but look what Stewie's playing from. This is ridiculous. He's in the side of the smoke. If they decide to walk right past him, he might just be able to collect a few frags. He also has the help of Twist, so there's the peek. The smoke fades. Stewie picks up the kill. Twist peeks as well, and it's all on Breezy. 1v3, well played from Liquid.
The kit's so far away as well. He's got to push these players. He has to go forwards, and they can just slow him down. Breezy looking at all possible angles. He knows there's 2 players here, but the time is basically gone. There goes Stewie to close it out. Nice play there by Liquid at the end just to get it going between them. Stewie sits in the smoke, sets up his teammate, and Liquid off with a T-side pistol round win.
When you're playing against Liquid, you've got to be scared of every smoke. You see NRG, we're looking at it, expecting it to be the case, but still, Team Liquid are ready for it. So 9-7. They needed the pistol win. Generally, we'll talk about teams needing a good showing on the CT side, but Nuke, again, has become quite balanced, I would say, as of late. We've seen a lot of T-side rounds being won. And, well, we've seen NRG do exactly that, so we'll see if Liquid can have the same performance, if not a little better. That'll be the purchase of the Malik 7 for Ethan. Pistols across the board with utility and armor. So NRG is certainly a chance here to be potent up against that of Team Liquid. And it's going to be the charge straight through ramp. Twist leading the way with the Galil, and they'll all start to drop in towards the ramp room. Starting to come towards Tarek, who's got the deagle in hand. He starts to spam away. Not a single kill coming in from him, but Naf will take away his teammate. Stanislaw with 2 on the 5-7.
Oh no, Liquid crumbling in on the B aggression. The team kill came in. So much damage done by that Deeg at the start. Stewie must win this fight, but he doesn't land a single shot. Cirque sneaks away on full health. Nice nade onto Stewie as well, but he gets the trade. Cirque trying to come through, and he finally finds him. It's only Twist left with a Galil 1v3.
Well, this angle from Ethan is going to be so difficult to deal with, but he'll deal with it well. Headshot comes in. Nearly the second onto Cirque as well. We've seen Twist in the clutches. He's certainly a great player at them, but Breezy will stop it from coming through. 9-8. Again, Alex, we're having that back and forth established. In the first half, NRG won the pistol. Liquid won the conversion. In this one, Liquid win the pistol, but NRG pick up the pistol force by win.
And again, we're seeing impact from Stanislaw. He got 2 kills in that round. He's definitely contributing on the scoreboard. Liquid decide to go for the force up into round 18. A couple of important stats to look at. 2 of the clutch rounds have gone to NRG, whereas Liquid haven't won a single round from those clutches yet. That's definitely been nice for NRG to stay in this game. Naf, nice shot onto Stanislaw.
That's completely ridiculous.
That's not an angle you should expect.
No, Naf is just unreal. Well, he has a chance to get another one as well. He is in towards the stair area, and Naf is just sitting here waiting, biding his time, waiting for the next victim, and, well, Ethan shows himself. Naf will pick him up. Stewie swings the door open wide. These pistols from Liquid, so scary, but Breeze will take away Stewie, and Tarek will drop 2, and it's starting to fall apart.
Might have to be around to remember from Naf or Elige, who finds the head of Cirque, who was out in the open. Breezy's looking to flank. The bomb is dropped. Breezy spotted that. He can lock this down. Naf taking damage. Breezy has to fall back to safety because Elige could be coming in from the other side. And Liquid have still got time to try to get that bomb back. NRG don't feel confident holding this one.
Well, Elige, with 35 seconds, will be the man to pick up the bomb again. Do they want to get down to a secret? But Tarek is about to walk in from hell. He will not really be there on the timing. So, Team Liquid towards the lower bomb site. 20 seconds, they'll eventually have to go for the commit straight away.
NRG are going to let this happen, though.
Yep.
They don't want to risk splitting up. They don't want to risk losing a player, so the bomb plant is definitely going to happen.
Their best chance is, of course, playing for this retake win. Straight to the window, Naf clearing the angles. Bomb plant coming through, 4 seconds is just enough time to get it through, but Breezy denies it, and that is it. Anticlimactic end, and Naf dies after time. So, from looking like Liquid had a chance to be in an absolute nightmare scenario for them. Unfortunate times for Team Liquid there. And this should be NRG taking the lead, and probably a little bit more.
The start of that one looks like it might be a round to remember from NAF. Maybe it was a round to remember for the wrong reasons at the end there. Doesn't get to carry over any cash. That probably leaves NAF with, what, a Mach 10 maybe for the next gun round? Could maybe go for something like a Desert Eagle if he wants the headshot potential. This round, though, is just going to be a quick one with the pistols.
Well, it's Cirque to drop Elige. Cirque to follow up as well on the twist, and the bomb is on the floor. Stewie, Nitro, and Naf, well, they're in a 3v5. Well, Nitro will start to tap away with the Glock. He's not finding anything. And he shouldn't really. So at this point, we're just looking at the scoreboard, expecting it to go to 10-9. And indeed, that will be the case. Cirque stepping up with a triple kill. And he shows no signs of stopping this great performance, which is a really good sign for NRG. We said they needed to win Nuke, Alex. And this is looking pretty good for them.
Something that's been surprising with Cirque's performance is it doesn't feel like a lot of it has come from the AWP. He's definitely been impactful with the rifles as well. And he's also not exactly been taking those opening fights with the AWP. That round there was the first kill. He got the first round, he got the first kill for his team. He's actually just kind of been cleaning up for the rest of his teammates. And as I was suggesting, Naf decides to go for the Desert Eagle, wants the chance to bang off some heads rather than going with the Mach 10. Into round number 20. NRG in with more money, in with the round lead. But now that Liquid have got AKs at their disposal, this is when they can be a very scary team. Looks like these smokes might be the outside smokes to the left side.
Yeah, we've seen NRG throw them, and obviously Liquid
Yes.
deciding to go for the setup as well. Gives them a little bit more space to work with. And Elige is the only man that's actually really going for this as well. Yeah, I've got Cirque in the back line, sitting behind red. 1 minute and 5 seconds. Cirque in towards Garage, smoked off. Not a whole lot of information, but he might find Elige in the backside in a few minutes. Or a few moments, should I say, as he's about to arrive behind. 55 seconds left on the clock. Breezy trying to hold on as the push comes in. It's going to be the lineup for Breezy. 2 kills collected. Liquid falling apart as Breezy's on for the quad kill. He'll apply at the 5-7, hides behind the vent as Nitro needs to recover this. He won't get the kill for the Molotov, surely. It's actually the AK that picks him up. Breezy into the open, and Nitro out of nowhere. 2 kills collected. Might just be a third here for Nitro, and there it is. He's pulled it right back, and it has to be the 1v2 here from Cirque.
Oh, and Cirque let Ethan slip by. He's got no clue. Oh, sorry, Elige slip by, I should say. 25 seconds for them to get this bomb planted. Cirque moving into position. There's no way he expects heaven. Oh, he does expect heaven. Okay, he knows it's a possibility, but the timing is terrible. Just as he looks away, Elige takes his face off, and we are all tied up.
He just straight up caster cursed Breeze out.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
He was looking up towards heaven, looks away, and looks right back again. Unfortunate timing for Cirque. He'll have the open to his hands. It will be the MP9 here for Tarek. And the M4A4 is available to 3 players here on NRG. Over on Team Liquid, they've got the weapons back into their hands. What a play for Nitro. Absolutely incredible stuff.
Yeah, he made the difference in that round, absolutely. I thought it was going to have to be Elige who had kind of pushed through outside to make the play. Stanislaw up in the smoke. This is a scary spot to be playing from. You never know which sorts of angles you're going to be exposed from. And you can see Stan was just maybe looking for a quick kill. Doesn't come his way. Liquid are going to be safe in taking the outside control. Sometimes the snipers like to fight this, and you can see Cirque is one of them, trying to hold the angle, and he gets the first kill.
Well, he's looking back for a little bit more, but overwhelmed. He doesn't get away fast enough, and Stewie, he's there for the kill. 4v4, as Stewie 2K heads towards the control room. It's Tarek in towards the lower bomb site with the MP9 in his hands. He's ready to rattle the shots. The door surely swings wide open here. The timing needs to be perfect. Oh, Tarek pre-fires around the corner. Nitro wins the fight. And again, the in-game leader of Liquid pulling them through here, keeping the advantage afloat. And the bomb plant will come through. And that's certainly a question to be talked about, is the in-game leaders both here on NRG and Team Liquid can both frag like absolute animals. So, Team Liquid should be up to 11 here as NRG have completely given up the ghost. They're going to go and save. And Liquid back into the lead. We kind of question whether or not the CT affair was enough to get them the win here on Nuke, and it's certainly looking like it might be. T-side looking relatively strong.
Yeah, grinding out these round wins, mainly down to the outside plays. Cirque unable to get back to safety after the opening, and he gave his teammates information that it was likely to be a B play. He let his teammates get into that side of the map, but they don't do enough with that info. And now NRG, despite having saved 3 guns, don't really have themselves a position where they can drop guns to the rest of the team. Losing bonus there would leave them in a slightly awkward situation in the next round as well, where they would be maybe missing some nades. They definitely couldn't get the AWP out. Tarek's decided to go for the Zeus, which is always fun, but it's really the 3 riflers that we're looking towards for NRG.
Well, Nav has picked off Cirque. Man advantage is there for the T side. Yet again, Liquid have the edge, but NRG with the aggression might be able to just pull that right back. Almost Stewie 2K moving his way forward. Ethan going for the extensive peek. The Molotov right in front of his face. He takes a little bit of damage off of it in the end. Dropped to 60. Stanislaw with a nade coming over the top, but it's all about baiting. Baiting for here for Breezy, who's hiding in the corner. Breezy trying to get it done as they move it towards him. It's going to be the kill on the Stewie. Back into the 4v4. Bomb is going to be picked up, and they're going to head themselves back over towards the ramp area.
This is where Tarek Zeus is. Close by around the corner. Oh. No, that's not what you need. USP in his back pocket. The 3 riflers that were stacked towards outside are unlikely to rotate over in time. You can already see that Breezy has had to let them go by. Liquid about to get that bomb down off the back of these smokes, and Breezy is annihilated. Elige eventually traded out into a 2v3.
Well, Twist with a headshot onto Stanislaw leaves Ethan on his own. A 1v3 clutch is required of him, and Twist is starting to warm up. He had a quiet start to the game, but towards the end of the first half, had a big round, and obviously stepping up a little bit more here on the T side. He could be close to breaking those double figures. And a tactical timeout coming through for NRG. Certainly warranted at this point. And like you said, you know, Ethan has had a bit of a quiet tournament, right? It's you can see here 5 kills, 19 deaths. Not really the Ethan we all know. You know, there was talks about whether or not he could be one of the stars of NRG, but not exactly having that star level performance here. And Tarek certainly stepping up instead.
Yeah, I think since Tarek has joined the team, Ethan's stats seem to have struggled. They seem to coincide with each other. We could maybe ask the players whether they have switched up the roles. Obviously, now that Stanislaw has come in to the team, that could be the case. It also could just be a bad game for Ethan right now. Obviously, whenever you've got so few kills, there's probably things that just aren't going right for you. Maybe some bad timings in the mix. Here we head into round at 23. No AWP for Cirque. He's taking the silenced M4. Not a weapon you see too often. There's also no kit in play on the NRG side of things. Also, for what it's worth, in that last round from Liquid, I really like that mid-round call of just giving up on the outside control. I think they figured that one out quite well. They realized that NRG have probably taken a risk with only those 3 saved rifles. They just decided to completely back away from that. Got to give some props to Nitro for that one, making sure that they don't run the risk of running into all of those guns. Breezy, wow, he's so low. That's a massive amount of damage done, but Ethan there for the trade. There's the damage we need to see from Ethan. Eventually traded out, but Breezy, oh no, there's a player behind him. Breezy gets the kill, but Nitro not moving forwards with the AWP. Now he needs to find both these angles, and that doesn't happen for him. NRG finally getting something going.
Finally success in the second half for NRG. Can they continue? It is sustainable. Liquid, the great answer would be for them to come right back here, win this next one, and stop any momentum from being built up on the NRG side. And if y'all are just tuning in, this is the map pick of NRG. Nuke is a map we've seen Team Liquid struggle on. They had a slow performance against MVP in their opening best of 1. They went all the distance, all 30 rounds, but NRG's trailing behind by 1 at this point, and Stewie straight down the vent, straight in towards the B-bomb site. He's not wasting any time, and he might just flank ramp. Tarek is there.
Stewie assumes Tarek's going to rotate down here because he's made so much noise, but Tarek is just standing strong in towards the ramp room. So Stewie not getting the opportunity just yet. The Liege moving forwards, this allows them to really control this B site, and there it is. Stewie should have got the kill, but Tarek, lucky to be alive right now.
Well, that's scary for Tarek, but Stewie should have had that kill 100%, but the bomb plant still comes through. He's assumed the control of the B bomb site early. He did his job well. Just charge straight through the vent, run up through the B ramp, and just hold that area down. And there's the kill from Naf. First blood finally drawn. It is in favor of Liquid. Kill coming in from Naf as well. He's just doing it all. One-man army. And that should be enough to force NRG to save, because no money really left in the bank here. They've just won 1, lost 1. The momentum again is quenched, and so they will have to go over towards spawn, save those weapons into the next one. And we'll see 13-11. Liquid 3 away from taking this map. And again, NRG, this is their map pick.
That's the kind of round where I'd love to hear the communication from NRG.
Stanislaw's about to be put under pressure here. They're not going to walk around the corner, luckily enough.
They're just jumping on Nitro's head.
Just having a bit of fun, but it will be 13-11.
Yeah, that's the kind of round where I'd love to hear the communication from NRG, because there was almost no response to Stewie dropping down the vents early. You'd assume that you'd have to rotate someone down towards B, otherwise it's kind of too easy to get that bomb planted. Yeah,
in the commotion though, the vent die can be sometimes difficult to keep track of. You don't know if a player, you can know, okay, there's a possibility they're there, but you can't expect it to be all the way up the ramp so quickly.
Yeah, you'd think they should have spotted though that the vent was open at some point and realized it was a possibility, and this time Cirque has spotted that option. Stewie tries the same, Nitro taking damage, and Breezy actually finds the kill off the back of Cirque's tag.
Good start for NRG then. Good 2 kills coming right through. And that is strange to see Stewie go for it again. Will be caught this time, his tendencies are expected by Cirque, and so the kill does come through. We'll see if NRG can keep this up, or will Liquid recover as they start to make their way in towards ramp. It's Naf about to challenge Tarek up here with the spray coming in, and Naf wins the fight. Grenade comes in, but it's not going to kill him. Stanislaw instead will drop a Liege. That's all on to Twist and Naf. Twist really is the man you have to expect to get it done here. High HP, but he's finished off, and Cirque lines them up. 3 kills for Cirque, and he really is keeping up with the Liquid players. 27 kills.
Yeah, he's having a really good game. Had that great start. Went a bit quiet coming into the second half, but now that he's got the AWP, he's continuing to put up the numbers, and Liquid's money is starting to run slightly dry. Nitro has to go down to the MAC 10. You assume this would be their last buy if they don't win this round.
Well, we'll see which way this goes. Crucially important round for both teams. Ooh. A lot of near damage done onto Liege, has been dropped to 41 HP early here. At this point, Team Liquid want to take some control towards outside.
And this time, the AWP of Cirque not here to stop them. He's tried to hold outside in 1 or 2 rounds, but he's never really been able to stop Liquid from pushing down Secrets. So they decide to let that happen. Stanislaw put the Molotov down just to slow Liquid a little bit further. But this time NRG have to make sure that they've got at least some presence towards B. We've seen them have issues here, and Cirque has actually come down the vents to try to stop them.
This will be 1 kill, fall back into the vents, but missed shot. The shoulder bit comes in, and he falls for it, but Cirque, he's not going to be a player that's scared of this. He wants to continue the fight. This time, second missed shot has to run back up towards the A-bomb site. So, Team Liquid might just get the bomb plant here, and we'll have to play for the retake NRG. If Liquid win this one, it's 14-12. It's not bad news for them at all, but Nitro has picked up Tarek. Stewie looks underneath, and it's the early advantage for Liquid. Breezy forced into the open, and Stewie's got that one. This is looking good for Team Liquid.
I think NRG were really relying on Cirque to get a kill or two, and hello now. Nice spray down onto Stanislaw. Goodbye to Stanislaw. Ethan and Cirque have to save. Like I was saying though, I think NRG are really just relying on Cirque to get 1 or 2 kills so that they can have at least the advantage on the retake. But as soon as that doesn't happen, it's almost like Tarek was thinking, okay, well, I have to do something here. Yeah. I have to make a play. I can't just let them plant 5v5. So he goes into the open. I'm sure it's not a fight he really wanted to take necessarily, but he just felt like he needed to do something for his team. And again, Liquid are just having their way with this B bomb site.
14-12. We'll stop NRG from evening that scoreline, but Cirque saving the AWP over is definitely something that you want to have. He's got money in the bank as well, so he can drop to the likes of Breezy or Tarek. I expect it to be thrown over towards Tarek here, as he's got the least money in the bank. Breezy is going to get the M4A4 off of Ethan. Cirque has not yet dropped yet. So Ethan seems to realize that he's not having the greatest of games. So he hands over the M4A4 to Breezy, picks himself up with a mass. That's the type of sort of selfless play that wins you games.
I wonder if this is a situation as well where with Cirque having the M4A1S equipped, I almost wonder if any of the NRG players are like, okay, which one of us kind of doesn't mind the M4A1S? Eventually Stanislaw is like, I'll take the hit, guys.
Yeah, it's not my favorite weapon, I have to say. The fire rate is definitely slower than a lot of the rifles. It's actually similar to the AUG now, actually.
Exactly the same as the AUG.
So you have the AUG, but it has the scope. That's the added bonus.
There's always that one guy in matchmaking who's got the M4A1S. Yeah. You're like, drop me an M4. Oh, you've got this M4.
And I'd rather play with a pistol. But we'll see what happens here. NRG on 12. Team Liquid looking to try and take the win here on Nuke. Their opponent's map pick. Well, this game is certainly delivering a close affair between the two teams. Back and forth it goes. We'll see if NRG can keep that up. Or will they fall at the final hurdle as Team Liquid start to take some slow approaches. Twist up towards the marshmallow, jiggling about, and at this point, Cirque over towards the secret stairs. This angle, it's kind of hard to predict him to be in.
Yeah, much more aggressive from Cirque, trying to stop them from getting down secret in towards B. That's definitely been the biggest problem for NRG. They figured that out. The question is, have they figured out how to stop Liquid from taking control of that B side of the map? Push coming in towards Warehouse. Stanislaw trying to hold back, trying to contain this area, but the time is ticking here for Liquid. 40 seconds left. They've used all their smokes to move forwards, and Stan is under pressure.
Well, leash. Oh, well, okay. Stan is certainly under pressure, and Nitro will take him away. Man advantage there, and Shui should follow up. Headshot coming in. Breezy makes it easy, but Ethan will step up with a FAMAS. Oh my goodness, that is just so unfortunate. That pretty much epitomizes Ethan's games, as Tarek is going to fall as well. Cirque into the clutch. He's got the first into the 1v4. He needs 3 more. Bomb planted, time ticking. Flash is going to come in, but it's not going to blind him. The chance here for Cirque is certainly low. But with his skill set, you just have to believe there is that minuscule possibility. But I think he realizes it is so minuscule that it's probably worth just saving that open to the next one. See what sort of impact he can have later on. They've got to play for overtime here. It will be map point for Team Liquid here on the map pick of NRG. And again, if you don't know what's on the line at the minute, both teams have already made the Lanxess Arena. We'll be seeing them in action in the playoffs. But one of the teams will in fact head into the semi-finals, the other the quarterfinals.
And you were kind of pointing out earlier that some teams are starting to find more success on that T side of Nuke. Liquid definitely proving that right here, right now. And with NRG facing a loss on their own map pick, if they lose this round, they take their last time out. Again, Cirque is dropping silenced M4s for his teammates. Who wants it? Not Tarek. Breezy, maybe?
It's just kind of like a necessary evil at this point for NRG. But here we go. Getting right into it. All their timeouts have been used. And it is match point for Team Liquid. Will the comeback happen here for NRG? Will it be overtime? Or will Liquid take the win? All the chances, all the odds would be pointing towards Team Liquid to take this win here. So it's down to NRG to defy the odds.
Yeah, they're going to need someone to step up in this round. Again, Cirque on the AWP is always great to have, with him having such a strong showing. But for Liquid, it's been the team effort that has paid off for them. Stanislaw in this same position, hoping that someone goes on the top of Silo. No one there. Stan has to be careful. Those smokes aren't going to be up for too much longer. And he does decide to drop away. Cirque's taking aggression. I like this. He allows his teammate to get up close. They've got these 2 rifles set up. However, again, Liquid are just going for the same outside play that we've seen so often. And oh, so close to the kill.
So close indeed, but no cigar. The cigar, in this case, being Twist. But it is going to be Ethan falling. Kill is there for Stewie. Man advantage is there for Liquid.
Again, Ethan thought he might have done enough with the shotgun, with the dink. Not his day, though. Alige takes the Mag 7 into his hands, holding in towards those vents. Liquid going back towards the secret play. And again, NRG's presence towards the B site is limited. Stan drops down straight into the face of Alige.
Well, this might just be the end of NRG on their map pick. Breezy, Tarek, and Cirque, the 3 remaining players. Players that can certainly pull it off. The main trio that you want to be alive for NRG if this is to happen. As Cirque drops towards the vent, it's Alige. It's the death chamber for him. As Breezy and Tarek are into a 2v5 with 20 seconds left. Tarek looks to try and drop them. It's the headshot from Nitro. It is the end here unless Breezy steps up, and it just probably will not happen. They know exactly where he is. Headshot onto Nav, finished off by Nitro, and it's 16-12. Liquid will take away the map pick of NRG, and it is Nuke